What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I am gonna get into the details on the Glass Mansion. This is a massive 7,500 square foot custom home. It's one of the more modern homes that we've done. We're calling it the Glass Mansion because 75% of the home's exterior is glass, floor to ceiling. It is quite the masterpiece. The rest of the home is wrapped in a metal siding. It is amazing. It actually comes down on top of the garage door, which is gonna seamlessly interact to all the siding around it, so lots of coordination there. Now, this is in the heart of Westlake, right over by the $1 million pool, and another huge custom that we have going. So we are really busy in the area, but it sits on over 1.5 acres. It has this amazing long winding driveway that's gonna be awesome to set up the home. We cannot wait to bring this one to life. Let's get into the video. First up, we call this a clear and grub. And boy, is there a lot to do on this site. So you see the guys coming in, they're taking chainsaws to a lot of the smaller trees. There's a lot of dead ones that we're kind of pulling out, but there are some decent sized trees in the way of our building footprint. What is cool is we can take out a certain number of trees and then we do what's called mitigation. As long as we plant new plantings of the same inches in diameter of the trees that we took out, so you could take like one big tree and plant like 4 or 5 small trees to equal up to that, right? So there's a lot that we do here. Obviously, this is a tricky game. The guys got to get in there, protect all the trees that we're keeping, especially the ones that we're not allowed to take out because they're of such a big size. And then they got to clear all the grub on the ground just to get a nice even surface for us to move around on. But we're trying to protect as much as we can for our clients. So this is a little bit of a tricky game and it's time consuming. Check out this shot. The video does not do it justice, but this lot is sloped, right? So we have one end of our pool that's kind of at grade, but the other end is almost 18 feet out of the ground. So it's like $1 million pool junior, still a massive pool. It's not 35 feet out of the ground, but there's a lot that we have to do. So the guys need to get in there and excavate. And you see how they're digging out these big beams, but these are actually bigger than foundation beams. These are massive footers for these giant retaining walls. These footers are over 3 feet wide and over 2 feet deep in most cases. So the guys are going in there. And what's great about the Westlake area is there's lots of rocky soil, so it's really good for our foundations. Keeps our homes from moving, but digging through this soil is a task. It is definitely lots of work, puts the machines through quite the battle, but they chew through it. You can see them moving these big rocks around and digging these huge trenches. Now, once that's dug, the guys can go back in and get our rebar in. And these are more like rebar cages rather than a rebar mat. So on a normal foundation, you'd have a thin layer for just your rebar mat, but this is a big cage, right? It's 2 feet deep, 3 feet wide. So you can see the guys tying it all up together. It almost looks like a crab trap. And the other thing that's very important is we need to have the rebar continuously going from this bottom footer and then coming up, which is then going to be encased in wooden forms and concrete poured in there so that we have the rebar attaching the wall to this giant concrete footer. Guys, before we go any further, we need to hear from our longtime sponsor, Ends Energy Pouches. Now, today I am highlighting the coffee flavor. Chef's kiss, let me tell you. Many of y'all, while you're watching our videos, you're probably sitting back with your cup of joe. But let me tell you something. How many calories is in that? You got the caramels, you got the lattes, the milks, the creams, the creamers. You know how many calories are in an Ends pouch? Zilch, baby, and none of the other BS. It tastes amazing, but it's also packed with 50 milligrams of caffeine. This is also loaded with nootropics to keep your mind sharp. Go on over to nzepouches.com, put in promo code JGB at checkout, get your 15% off, and get your energy kicking. This job is best suited for the big bad boom pump. We love using those. They are so much easier to use. And on a site like this with this crazy elevation, it's pretty much the only way to go. But now, as a visual representation of how sloped this lot is, look at those stabilizer arms that come out from the boom pump, and they're supposed to just, they'd go right into the ground. If it was flat, call it a day. But look at the difference in elevation. They have to put all of these different railroad ties, these different plates, and they gotta balance out the truck. And then when they do, the front wheels of the pump truck are almost 4 feet out of the ground. The guys were having so much trouble when it was raising up the front, it started sliding. They had to do a lot of different weight balancing and make sure that those stabilizers were really gripping and that we were on solid ground before we ever did any of the work. Then you can see the pump truck with its awesome bifolding arm coming all the way out, and it can reach the very farthest corner to make this pour an easy job. Now remember when I told you guys the sequencing on this job is tough. We have to start at the very back. That means we got to get all of our wall heights dialed in on our pool shell, because all of that connects into the house, and we have these 0 thresholds with our sliding doors, so the coordination is crazy. If we make even inches of mistake on the heights of these walls, we're completely screwed. But now we have to do it first, because once this is in, there's gonna be no way to get from this side entrance over to the section of the house. We can basically do the house foundation after this, but if we did the house first, we couldn't get to the pool. So it's just really tricky. And this is so deceiving, but a big concrete pour for us for like a regular foundation, what we call a slab on grade, if it's just a house with a foundation on flat ground, about 100 yards, 120 yards, pretty big foundation. We have 11 trucks here just for the footers. That's 110 yards of concrete. Each yard is about a ton. So it's just absolutely ridiculous, right? I mean, the scale of these projects that we're doing is just really hard to wrap your mind around. So the planning, the processing, the sequencing, and then doing the physical work. So you see that boom pump, one of those lines, like the long lines of the footer, is 85 feet long. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. So the guys, they pour in kind of a circular motion around the area, and they want to do that because they want the lower portions to be set up, start setting before they just pour more and more concrete, right? It's just a better way of doing it. Make sure that everything's nice and flat and dispersed, and they kind of pour their way around, and then towards the end, they're gonna work on those cross sections and fill them all the way up. The guys are going behind the pump, and they're using the vibrator. They're getting out the air pockets of the concrete so that we can get rid of as much voids as we have, so that basically all the concrete is tight. If you have air pockets, that's less pressure, right? That means a load coming down from the top is not going to be as strong as when you have compacted concrete versus when you have air pockets. So that is of paramount importance. A concrete placement like this is infinitely harder than one that's just on flat ground. And especially when you have all this rebar coming up, other complications are when you see the finishers out there. A lot of their process, they get this long bar, it's called a screed, and they just take that, and up to like 3 or 4 guys in a line, sometimes it's really wide, they come and they kind of screed it, and this is to level off the concrete. But you see how they can't do that because the rebar's in the way. It's sticking up, so the guys have to come in with a little hand trowel, and they have to get in between every single one of those bars and just flatten it all out, get it nice and as smooth as they can by hand, right? Another factor is, if you look, they're starting to put in these horizontal breaks of the forms in between each section because it has to stair step down. It's going to be higher in certain areas that are closer to the grade, these stairs, right? And then it has to stair step down to the lower portions. And then at the lower portions, that's where those 18-foot walls are gonna go. So what the guys are doing, they get a tool that cuts out a void. It's like scooping out. It's basically like a shovel. And they scoop out what we call a keyway. They scoop it out in the concrete because you're gonna have this mechanical attachment. So when the new concrete is poured, it's gonna fill in that void in the keyway, and then that helps connect everything together and prevent lateral movement. It also helps with waterproofing, keeping water from getting under there. We're going, a lot of the walls that are like, if there's habitable space on the inside of them, will actually waterproof on the outside of the walls as well. This is just under the pool, so we're moving ahead. But thinking about what's to come is 18-foot walls and fill all in the inside, just like we did on the $1 million pool. So the work is just beginning, and we're gonna get into more of what's next in the next video. As always, thank you to each and every one of you for watching. We're switching things up a little bit. We were pushing really hard for weekly videos, but now we have so much work going on that it's kind of hard for us to film and push something out in the same week. So what we're gonna try to do is film as much as we can, gather the footage, and then release the video when there's kind of like a start to finish process. It doesn't need to be like, you know, this whole foundation, right? Because this is gonna take 6 to 8 months, but we'll do the footers, we'll film the whole thing, and then we'll push it out. We'll do all the walls, we'll do all the fill, we'll push it out, stuff like that. So you're gonna start to see, like when we frame a house, we're gonna try to get start to finish on that video. There's a lot of you that are die hard and you've been following along for each video, and I love you guys so much. But what we're seeing on the analytics side is that when there's a process that is more start to finish, our views go way up, the watch time goes way up. So we're just trying to focus on putting out better videos. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.